Hey everybody, and welcome to another Rope for Q video, and a bit of a blast from the past in this week's video. And we're going to go back to a routine that I haven't posted a video on since January this year, which was actually filmed in December last year, and that is the any order lineup. Now, this is something I do relatively regularly as a warm-up routine. I sort of alternate between this and just spreading the balls over the table and trying to pot as many as I can in a row as my sort of go-to warm-up routines, which means I basically, when I do the any order lineup, I have one attempt and see how many balls I can pot in a row, or basically pot them all and see how many misses I can do. This was something I was doing towards the back end of last year, and in December 2020, I posted my previous personal best, which was 14 out of the 21 balls potted in a row. Now, even though I do this almost every session, I do only have one attempt at it, and actually, I really struggle to get anywhere near that 14. Whilst I think I have beaten it in the past, I don't always film my warm-up, but I just so happened to have the camera on a few days ago and managed to beat it, so I thought I'd put a video up of me getting a new PB on camera at least of this any order lineup. So let's take a look and hand over to yours truly on commentary. So I typically start with the black. I either start with the black or the brown, but essentially if I try it because I'm right-handed. If I'm on this side of the table, on the right-hand side as we look at it, I start with the black. If I'm on the left-hand side, I'll start on the brown. I tend to screw back trying to get the pink, but if I go too far like I have this time, I'll then move into the middle of the pack. Yeah, I tend to favour run-through shots as much as I can, but obviously at some point you have to start playing stun and screw shots. And let's see how long it takes. So because this is a warm-up, I'm really concentrating on my form, not really concentrating that hard on the sort of outcome of the shot. I'm just trying to strike the ball cleanly and focus on my form. So I've landed nicely on the pink this time, so I'm going to play the pink. And looks like I'm screwing back. No, I'm just going to stun through for a red to the middle. So you see from the graphics, basically, I always set them up like this. You don't obviously have to set them up in a specific order, but I always set them up in the order you've seen. So I'm crossing off the balls as you see, as I go. Obviously, you can see on the screen which balls I've got left, but it just gives you an idea of what I've got. And as I say, my previous best was 14 of 21, which I got in December 2022. Now we know I beat it, but how much by? So it starts getting a little bit harder when you leave gaps. Obviously, ideally you'd want to stun up the whole line and not leave any gaps, but that's very difficult. So you do get gaps, and then you start having to play a bit more precise positional shots. I try not to leave like half of the table, any balls in the half of the table before I move on to the other half of the table, but sometimes that's not possible either. So for example here, it depends on what angle I've got on this red, this bottom red nearest to us, as to whether I can hold for the red next to it or whether I have to go up for red or blue at the bottom of the main line. Yeah, I had to go up for red at the bottom of the main line, and actually I didn't go quite far enough. But actually, maybe I've gone okay for this red back into the corner, and I've left myself a little low on it, so I could stun across for red or blue. But no, I'm going to take this red on below the blue. Now I'm going to be heading up the line this time. Yeah, as long as I don't go too far. Yeah, I'm on choice of balls here: brown to the corner, or I've obviously got a red back to the middle. But I think brown is the shot. Yeah, just a nice little screw shot. Was slightly high on it, so I couldn't screw back for the green very well. So, but I have got obviously a red to the middle. So how many have we done so far? That's 11. So 3 more to go to equal my previous best. Previous best on camera, at least. Yeah, nice yellow, and nicely across for the green. So this is where you have to be a bit more precise with your positional. Obviously there is still quite a line of reds there, so I've got a little bit of an area to play in, but I have left that red in the other side of the table, so at some point, if I'm going to clear this, I need to learn to play more precisely. Yeah, still got a choice of reds here, so I've got a choice. The red nearest the green into the corner, or one of the reds into the middle. Looks like I'm going to play the one near the green, or nearest the green. There we go. Just nice, gentle shots. Haven't had to put any pace on yet, really. So can I clear up this green and hopefully leave just the bunch and then that one solitary red. So how many is that? So that's 15. So we're definitely into new PB territory. So just 6 left, 6 pots left. A little bit thinner on this red than I'd like, but it still should be fairly easy. But I'm running down the table, and that's possibly where it's been undone. So we're up to 16. Now, can I pot this long red and just, depending on the angle, stun across for one into the middle or run through for one into the middle? I think it's slightly angled. It's favouring the stun to the left of the table. Yeah, that's what I was trying. And I think if I'd got the pot, I would have stunned just about the right amount for the blue. And there we have it, a new PB, still not a clearance, but I'm getting close, and I did go on to clear after that one miss without missing again. So I am very close to finishing this routine. So I'm maybe something that I spend a little bit more time on in the coming weeks, just to try and get it cleared, because it is a bit of a rite of passage to try and get that any other lineup done. And it is something my coach asks me almost every time I go as to whether I've cleared it yet. But if any other lineup is a little bit easier for you, why don't you check out another one of my lineup style videos, which was the I line, which is a little bit more difficult, but still, if you're a relatively seasoned player, should find it no problem and might be a more useful lineup and might be a more useful warm-up routine for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. You can click the subscribe link here, because remember, I'm on a push to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, also to get a 50 break before I get 1,000 subscribers. So I mean, why am I asking for subscribers when I also want the 50 break, but I also want subscribers? Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next video.